Oh, excuse me. I ain't got corona. Relax. Excuse me. It is your boy. Whoa, I came in there hot off the presses. I had a chip in my mouth. What's up, people? It's your boy, MM2K. Oh, excuse me. Back with a real quick one, y'all. I don't have a whole bunch of time because this week has been a crazy week for me. Uh-oh. Now, don't tell me my controller ain't going to register to make this even more difficult. It's been a crazy week for me, y'all. Had to take care of some business stuff. Still ain't squared away, man. Then had to take care of some things with the family. Unfortunately, we've had a couple of people suffer from COVID. So we got some family members that are of a deep concern. And I had to step up to the plate and dedicate some time because of my stance from working from home. You know, I have the least amount of physical contact with people. So I had to step up and ensure that some of our older relatives and stuff like that are doing okay. So I've had to dedicate a large chunk of my day pretty much all week. Then we got people working next door and they damaged my car. It's been a very fun week. So it's been a troublesome one trying to provide content. Nonetheless, we are going to provide it where we can. You can see, and then start next week, just to let you know, the shows that we're looking to do. I'm not 100% sure about In a Row podcasts. We normally do that on Mondays. I normally do that with Nethos at 3 p.m. I will have to circle back with you guys to see where we're at with that. With that being said, the expected schedule would be tentative In a Row podcast on Monday. And any Triple B shows, of course, Monday through Friday, where I'm available that are outside of my new scheduled offline time, I'll definitely be there. I will do videos. I'm still doing videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So how it's going to work is on Mondays, I am going to do an episode of the Stadia Dosage. Wednesdays, you'll get episodes of Stadia Dosage and the Medicine. Fridays, you'll get episodes of both the Stadia Dosage and Medicine. Thursdays, I do the Stadia Stream Connect podcast. Excuse me. I do the Stadia Stream Connect podcast on Thursdays. And every other Friday, we are doing the Stadia Initiative, which is today. Today is the Friday that we do the Stadia Initiative. Also, what's tentative is best damn oh, excuse me. God, why am I coughing? Excuse me. Woo! Hey, Snow Bunny. What's also tentative is Best Damn Podcast. We're working on a date for that, and then of course Grand Punks is every Wednesday. I couldn't join this week, but it was a great show nonetheless. Great show. I was in there trying to get people riled up. It was too much of a I agree with you fest, and I don't like that. I like contention. I like battling of the minds. So I had to interject myself in there a little bit and rile things up, and I think that happened. But it was a great show nonetheless. So definitely check that out. It's actually up on audio streaming podcast if you guys want to check that. We are on Radio Public, so definitely go on Radio Public and check out the latest episode of Scram Punks, or you can go to Dirk Griggity's channel and check out the latest episode of Scram Punks on YouTube. Oh, golly. I think I had too much. I ate too much. In addition to that, we got the We Bleed Green podcast. That is the Xbox-centric podcast. Definitely check that out every Monday as well. For all of my Xbots, check that out. That is a very fast-growing show, man. They are killing it. There is soon going to be a We Bleed Green web page where you can, get in tune with more content. We got some more goodies coming too. So all of the panel member, and then everybody that's on the panel, I'm gonna say this because I know Dirt doesn't want to say it because Dirt is real humble, man. Dirt is real humble. He's a good guy, even though he's an Xbot. But no, Dirt is real humble, and Dirt just wants to play games. He really don't want to. Call people out. I don't give a shit. Excuse my French. I know I normally don't curse on this channel. I don't care. I will call you out when I think you're up to something fraudulent, or if I think something needs to be addressed. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be doing a lot of calling out behind the scenes over the next week or so. Because I've been doing this long enough. It's time for a lot of the silly stuff that's been happening. It's time for it to come to an end. With that being said, I'm going to call out the community. I'm going to call out the Xbox community. One thing I noticed about the Xbox community is what y'all like to do is y'all like to find a de facto master, and y'all will go and support the de facto master and donate and do all this other stuff. And that's it. I mean, you guys will show up elsewhere, but you really don't show any love to anybody but the de facto master. And now that you guys got a new de facto master, that's what you want to do. You want to just completely show support to that individual. You can say what you want about the ponies. They spread the love, and I feel a certain type of way when I go to an Xbox podcast and I see more super chat on an Xbox podcast from ponies. But again, when y'all with y'all de facto master, I see y'all chopping it up. There, you see what you get what I'm saying. I don't see the spread of support in the Xbox community, and it has to stop. It has to stop. You know what I'm saying? There is no de facto master of anything. Support everybody, whether it's $1, 50 cents. This, people are spending money to create this content and put you guys up, on the spotlight to make sure you're part of the discussion. What's $1 a show or something? You know what I'm saying? When we see ponies out here, and no, I don't believe the moniker that everybody that owns a PlayStation is part of the 1%. I don't believe that. So, yeah, y'all gotta stop that. Y'all gotta stop that hive mentality. I'm gonna be honest with you. Besides me just having what I felt was a degraded gaming experience, I mean, I could have stuck it out with the Xbox community, but it's too hive-minded. And y'all really need to take a look in the mirror and think about that. Stop that. I get y'all feel like y'all was beat up, so y'all looking for y'all Martin Luther to take, to march y'all down Birmingham. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't work like that. This is gaming. So anybody that's fighting a good fight for your cause, just show them some love. That's one thing I will say about the ponies. Even when I create a video that they don't like, they don't unsub or try to block me or whatever. They fight back and they'll still donate. You know what I'm saying? So whether I agree with them or not, the PlayStation brethren will show love. I just made a video where I was making fun of PlayStation showing a controller. Did anybody unsub? No. Did they leave? No. Y'all got to stop this hive stuff. So again, everybody that's on that We Bleed Green channel, I know they appreciate all of y'all showing up, but just drop something in the super chat, man. They're literally paying for a lot of the services that you see. They're paying for that. And it doesn't make any sense for an MM2K, even though I'm joking, it doesn't make any sense for an MM2K Or big ups to the homie Andrew Wilkins. I know Dirt loves his support, but it doesn't make any sense for Andrew Wilkins to come through and be dropping more money by himself than all 60 people or 70 people that's watching the show at the same time. Like, stop it. Stop with that hive-minded mentality. That's what I got to say about that. Cold Blood Sensei's in the house. What's up, brother? He said, what support? They play games for $1. Hey, I don't know. It's something, Chief. I have no idea. It's something, man. But it needs to stop. Chariot Man Gaming, what's up, good brother? Yeah, I was able to finally do a stream, man. It's been hectic. Hey, look, it was like y'all couldn't stop seeing me last week after Stadia Base was released. That was like us winning the Super Bowl. And then what a difference a week made. I could barely squeeze out 3 seconds to stream anything. But I appreciate y'all support. Ain't no one say, you know what, this dude's been inconsistent. No one's dropped. And that's what I'm saying for even Stadia. I love the support that the Stadia community is showing. I'm of the utmost grateful to you guys. Seriously. You know, anywhere else where if I'm not consistent, people drop. I get it, I can dig it, but Stadia community, and then I'm far from the biggest contributor. You know what I'm saying? I am far from the biggest contributor at all. As a matter of fact, of the Stadia initiative, I got the least amount of followers. It ain't about that. It's about us loving the platform, us showing our love for the platform, and everybody trying to lift each other up and, you know, help out each respective camp. Help out each respective camp. You know what I'm saying? And big ups to everybody. There's no selfishness. There's, you know, normally when you have opposing, well, I don't want to say opposing, but when you have differing publications, you know, with different news sources, they keep it close to the vest. You don't belong to us, you know, but people like Stadia Source, I love those guys. There's been articles that I've written, you know, on behalf of the brothers at Broadband Bullies, for the Broadband Bullies website, and I've worked with them in order to get to sourcing. You know what I'm saying? They could have very easily said, no, this is my story, mine. You know what I'm saying? They didn't do that. So I know people like to call the Stadia community an occult, but no, we just work together because there's a lot of misinformation out there over the platform, and everybody's trying to help out everybody's respective hubs, and that I definitely appreciate. You know what I'm saying? So big ups to all of y'all for that. For y'all continuing to show love and support, you know what I'm saying, for what I do, PNTS Broadband Bullies. Thank you very much. There's Stadia news to cover. And we're gonna get into that in the Stadia initiative tonight. Oh! They got me surrounded. We're going to cover that in the Stadia initiative. That's going to air tonight at 8 p.m. I originally, and I apologize, I originally told you guys it was 9 p.m. That's my bad. I thought it was 9 p.m., but it's actually 8 p.m. Eastern. And I thought that time was going to be a problem because of other content that we ran, but things end up working themselves out. So I think that's going to be our static time. Oh! Hacksaw Jim Duggan! Hey, yo, why is they putting it to me like this, man? This ain't righteous. What, Kitty? What the hell? I'm live streaming, man. What you that loud for? Scaring me. I thought something. What do you want? Woo! Yeah, this is not good for your boy. Oh, they got him. Thank goodness. So So I wanted to just say thank you, even though it's been a difficult week to provide content. I want to thank everybody. Hey, look, man, this code. Hey, look, I'm not trying to get political or anything like that, man, but this COVID is real, man. There's people close to your boy. I got called. It all hit like on Monday. You know what I'm saying? This one got it. This one, it's rough, man. This stuff is real, man. It's real. And that's all I'll say about that. So, my prayers go out to anybody that got friends or family trying to cope and deal with this as well. It's definitely trying times, man. You can't visit people. You know what I'm saying? Can't see them. So it's rough. Why did Neth get banned by you? When did Neth get banned by me? He said, Christopher Torres says, what up? You going in on this game? Yeah, bro. We getting ready for a tournament. We getting in for a tournament. Cold Blood Sensei said, why did Neth get when did Neth get banned? Where did he get banned at? Yeah, man. We got it. The mob, baby. We're gonna do some we're gonna try this raid. This is gonna be the first time that I've ever done a raid in the division. No, I'm lying. Division 1 I did a raid. I tried a raid in the division. And I think we actually beat it. I think we beat the raid in the division, or was it I don't know what the hell it was. It was tough. It was tough as nails, but this will be the first time that we've done it here. You know what I mean? So. Oh, okay, all right. I got the okay, baby. Okay, I can dig that SOCOM. He says, KB Umbutu says, hey man, how are you? I'm still amazed by Microsoft 1.3 trillion company can be so far from Sony. Yeah, man. Look, it's all about priorities. It's not about capabilities. Because, yeah, they got the money. They got the skills to pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Bippity Bop? Good to see you, good brother. Cold Blood Sensei says, from the Stadia Initiative, laugh out loud. He's not banned from the Stadia Initiative. He never was part of the Stadia Initiative. Neethles can watch the Stadia Initiative all he wants. He just got blocked. He got blocked. Look, okay, so let me drop it like this. And it's really, Neethles meant no harm. But what we got to understand is that the crime side, and look, I hope Porter Rock doesn't mind me saying this. Big ups to the homie Porter Rock. So when we at the Stadia Initiative, okay, let me do it. Let me backpedal a little bit. Of course, y'all know, I do PNTS, Broadband Bullies. You know what I'm saying? And we do our things out in these gaming streets. We kick mugs all up and down the corner of the boulevard. Just for Eddie, what's going on, brother? We got Eddie, we got a superstar in the house, but we got so we Broadband Bullies, we kick people up and down the corner of the boulevard just for breathing, right? That's the crumb side stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I've never been anyone to say, you guys, this type of content is this or that. And Eddie can attest to that. I don't know if Eddie's mic is working. Eddie can attest to that because I see Eddie be putting in his work too out there on Twitter dealing with some of these trolls out here. If you guys want to engage, I'm willing to engage. But that's the crumb side stuff. Now, Stadia Initiative, it's not crumb side, so when number one, I don't nobody control. I'll put it like this. I may be the biggest voice in the crumb side that supports Stadia, but people mistake that as me being the biggest supporter of Stadia in the gaming community. Like, people in the crumb side mistakenly believe that they're the largest faction in the community, and that couldn't be the farthest thing from the truth. We're actually, we in the crumb side is actually, we're the smallest makeup of the gaming community. There's people that never heard of us, or not even necessarily me. There's people that never heard of Z or heard of people that other crumb side creators. I'm nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nobody. Y'all wouldn't even know of me if it wasn't for Z. I'm just saying, they don't know who we are. Like, I remember when I had a talk with a Stadia community member, and we was just chopping it up, and they said, you know what, I knew I remembered you from somewhere. And I said, oh, and I said, where'd you remember me from? And they said, oh, I remember you from the J-Dub video. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's all they know me from. The video that me and Nethos did with J-Dub, because that was one of the largest and most quote-unquote controversial videos that I did. So that's where they know me from. They don't know me from anywhere else. You're the guy that happened to be on the J-Dub video. That's all they know me from. So we from the crumb side mistakenly believe that we make up the majority of the community. We're just the vocal minority. We don't make up the majority of this community. There's people that have no idea about what we do here. They have no idea. And again, does that make that any less valuable? No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that, like Z say all the time, when men lie, women not lie, numbers don't lie. There's people that don't know who we are. So there is a group of gamers that don't do the memes and the stuff that we do. They don't do that. Right? So when we got people like Megan, that's not a crumb side enthusiast, that don't deal with the crumb side, and she's now in a video where she's being called a loser, or whatever the hell that was, that video that was put out there. That's going to hit differently opposed to when I see it for myself. It's as simple as that. Everybody don't operate by our rules. It is what it is. Not saying that our rules need to go away. No, I love chopping it up. You know me, I'll argue to the death. Everybody don't operate from them rules. And that's why I say we got to have diversity of thought. Everybody don't, I hate that cookie cutter mentality. I don't want everybody to be like me. I want people to argue against me and have contrasting thoughts, because there might be shit that I'd never even thought about. Excuse my French. I know I normally don't curse on this channel, but you get to a point to where you're doing this for X amount of time and you start seeing the same mantras over and over again. You're like, yo, wake up. The crumb side makes up the minority of the gaming community. So those memes and stuff, they're not with that. They block stuff because they're not part of the crumb side. They don't want to deal with that. Okay, fine. So I didn't block anybody. Nethos can come watch the show. And really what Nethos posted was really not, it just set off what I think it did is it set off a chain reaction of things that spiraled out of control. And what people do that are not part of the crumb side is they say, okay, we're going to look at the root and we're going to stop it at the root. And I'm not the Stadia initiative. I don't run this. I'm thankful and I'm very fortunate that they've invited me to the platform. I don't run this. I don't operate from this. Y'all mistakenly believe that I run the Stadia initiative. My good friend Brian runs the state. I mean, he's the mastermind behind it, and we're all contributing. Brian, to be honest, Brian does not need me on the show. I'm very thankful that he's asked me to be on the show. Brian does not need me. Out of all of the content creators on that show, I have the least amount of viewers. Brian is damn well pushing 3,000 viewers. I'm still on my regular channel that I had 2 years ago. I'm still scratching and clawing to get 800 people. I just crossed the 700 plateau. Brian does not need me on that show. He asked me to be on there. So no, I have no pull like that. And it's a collective body, really. Which is what I appreciate. But I just, we just gotta we gotta wake up out of our silos and understand that even though what we do is fun, is gut splitting. I find it funny as hell. I love engaging. I love roasting people. I'll do it at the drop of a dime. We do not make up the majority of the community. So everybody doesn't operate under our rules. So when a non-Chromeside person sees our quote-unquote antics, they may not be down with it. It is what it is, But like I said, as far as what Nethos did, Nethos was just joking around. He wasn't trying to be. He wasn't trying to really start nothing. But hey, like I said, I'm a Chromeside person. I can relate to what he did. You know what I'm saying? But again, I also respect diversity of thought, so I can understand all different perspectives. Now, the reason why I brought up the aforementioned Porter Rock is because Porter Rock as well was clowning, right? Now, Porter Rock wanted to do a lot more, but Porter Rock didn't drop the type of video that kind of sparked the blocks. Porter Rock said to me, and he said it to me on the I think the last multiplayer I was on. He said, "Bro," he said, "I was gonna clown y'all for y'all Stadia Initiative video, but I recognized that those people were not Chromeside people, and I would probably put you in a way, so I didn't do it." And I said, "Okay, you get it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you, Porter Rock." You see what I'm saying? Now, big ups to my homie Sean. I love Sean deeply. I love him like a child. I ain't never paid child support for, but Sean was clout chasing. Sean was clout chasing. He dropped that video. He thought he started tagging podcasters and they got nothing to do with him. Because he was clout chasing now. He was feeling extra special. His nipples were feeling extra tender that day. And so he did what he did. And he got blocked. But that don't mean that people aren't, everybody can watch the show. They're more than welcome to watch the show. They're more than welcome to participate in the chat. Y'all know me. I got the homie, my brother 706 Gamer in my chat every show, talking stuff on Stadia. Cold Blood Sensei in my show, talking stuff on Stadia. What do? Y'all highlight y'all comments. Why? Because, Chromeside stuff don't bother me. But again, I respect everybody, and everybody don't operate like that. But again, Nethos meant no harm. Oh, a happy belated birthday to Heath Stevens. Heath Stevens, I didn't know it was your birthday, good brother. I'm gonna have to send you a Stadia controller. He said, do a collab with Porter Rock. Hey, you know what? That was my plan. When I was doing the prognosis, I wanted to get Porter Rock on the show, and then he went to Germany. And Cold Blood, it might not get as spicy as you think it's going to get. Like, we going to oppose each other. Really, the only difference between me and Porter Rock right now is Porter Rock is more of a fan of PlayStation titles, where I'm really not. And even when I was an Xbox, me and Porter Rock's gaming philosophy matched. It's just because we're both old school gamers. It's just that he liked PlayStation, I like Xbox. That's why, despite all of the shenanigans early on, we end up becoming, real close. That's my bro. It might be more of a it might be more of an agreement fest than you guys would expect. Me and Porter Rock do not diverge on our gaming opinions that much. Not at all. He said, but numbers are made by the man, so it's still a lie. No, numbers. No, the physical number is made by the man, but the theory behind the number is not made by them. Oh shoot! It's not made by the man. The term, the number, the textbook spelling or whatever of the numbers but numbers in the inherent theory isn't made by man. He said they are cowards because they can block it. They can't block any criticism. No, they get criticized all the time. But when you got memes calling people loser, the Stadia losers, or the Jack, it's something that Sean had put up there that to me, when I even saw it, I was like, bro's really cloud chasing. Bro had him a fifth of Henny. He really out here cloud chasing. That's not criticism. That's crumb side stuff. And everybody doesn't prescribe to that. We get criticized all the time, and we address it. And you know that first and foremost, Cold Blood Sister, because you be one of the main ones criticizing. Have you gotten blocked? Nope. Matter of fact, you were in, weren't you in, I think you've been in, not Duncan, Chase's stream, critical. And we've highlighted what you had to say. We had King Thrash up and down our podcast the other day, right? And what do? We shit. I mean, shoot. Excuse me. I know I don't curse. I'm tired of the crazy stuff. When Porter Rock came on the show, I mean not Porter Rock, damn it. When the homie King Thrash was there in our chat, we damn well dedicated a half an hour of the show to him.
Supply room access unlocked.
We damn well dedicated a half an hour of the show to answering questions from King Thrash. And King Thrash wasn't, King Thrash was very cordial about it, but he was very skeptical. He had a lot of criticisms about it. Where's y'all's Breath of the Wild? Y'all ain't got no games, da-da-da-da. And everybody was reasonable in answering those questions. I might have been the most hot-mouthed about it, but, that's how me and King Thrash, that's how our banter goes back and forth. You know what I'm saying? He says, I'm not going to watch Cowards. If that's what you consider it, then okay. That's your opinion. And Cold Blood, this is no attack on you. If you feel like that you have to have memes and caricatures of people in order to enjoy the content, like, I don't mind it. But if you feel like that has to be part of the foray in order for you to enjoy a gaming discussion, like that's your mind frame. I don't think they lose any sleep whether you want to watch their content or not. I'm just keeping it. You keeping it real. I'm keeping it real right back with you, brother. I don't think they're losing any sleep when they say, "Oh, you know what? Cold Blood want them memes." Ah, no, I do not want to use and I don't want to use my keys. Cold Blood gotta have a meme, man. So if we don't get a meme for Cold Blood, they're not saying that. They want to have straight gaming talk. When they did the video, yeah, the video was very slapstick and lighthearted, and you know what I'm saying. It wasn't like ultra serious. It was just us just fooling around, and that's basically what the Stadia initiative is. It's just us, a group of Stadia content creators. We feel like that we had good synergy, so we felt like it was good for us to get together every 2 weeks and do a podcast and share that synergy with you guys and talk about our passion for gaming and gaming on Stadia. Now it isn't the now with that being said, that's the purpose of the show. It's not for memes and we're gonna clown this one or this one's gonna catch an L. I do that content else. I do that elsewhere. I try to be diverse. I don't operate out of the same moniker. You see what I'm saying? So y'all, it's not. I don't mind switching it up. And some of y'all will appreciate it, some of y'all won't. It's okay. Every piece of content that's out there ain't got to be for everybody. If you're like, oh man, to me, it's not exciting enough. I want to see the memes. I want to see the L's given out. I want to see, okay, I got content where I do that too. There's nothing wrong with that, but everything doesn't have to be carbon copy. That's what I'm trying to get at. Y'all mugs love carbon copy. Y'all want the same old shit every 5 minutes. I don't get it. I can't watch the same style of thing, you know what I'm saying, every 5 minutes. You gotta diversify it up for me, man. I love crazy and zany too, but at times I just want to have straight talk. I want to have straight serious talk. There's nothing wrong with that. And for those that like to diversify it up or that like to have different tastes, come check out the Stadia initiative. Y'all ain't got to have the same carbon copy, man. Oh, that's 405. This one a little bit longer. It says, does Stadia work on Nividia Shield Jack? No, not you. You can sideload. Yes and no. Dosage, yes and no. You can sideload it. I have sideloaded Stadia on my FireCube TV. I'm not going to front. It's cumbersome to get it on the FireCube because it's not that cumbersome though to get it on an Android device. As long as your Android device allows you to... No, I'm sorry, I'm lying. You can use Chrome. You can use Chrome to get it on your Android device, but on a Fire TV or Fire this, it's very cumbersome. But I've been successful in getting it there, and I use it a couple times a week, and it works just fine for me. The most difficult part isn't the side loading on a Chrome browser. It's getting Chrome and Google stuff management applications like the Google Store to work on there, for one, so you can even put Chrome on there, and for two, getting a Bluetooth controller to work with Stadia on said device. That is a challenge. But once you do all that, then you're good to go. There's a script that you got to copy. It's in one of the older stories on StadiaSource.com, so definitely check them out. But yeah, there's a script that you got to run in order to do that. He says, thanks, I'll wait for the official support. He said, keep it entertaining is what keeps me bringing me back, because if you want the news, then I can go to any boring YouTuber who just reads articles. Okay. Well, if entertaining for you is You caught an L. If you need that all the time, Cold Blood, bless your heart, man. I want to hear different people's opinions on stuff. Sometimes I want to hear intelligent talk. That's entertaining to me. It's also entertaining to me too, for the funny stuff. But I ain't got to laugh, and I don't have to hear Muggs going back and forth all the time to be entertained. My brain works a little bit more diversely. That's just me. Sometimes I like to hear an intelligent talk by people's opinions that I respect. Because everybody comes at different things at a different take. Some people aren't like that. That's fine. But again, whoa, shit. But again, different strokes for different folks. And just because a piece of content may not be for you, it's okay. It's not, it's not the end of the world. There's content out there for everybody. Okay, so Cold Blood, now you're with all due respect, now you're getting now you're going into the weeds. You're going into the weeds. We're talking apples and oranges. I'm talking about giving L's and shut your punk ass up, all that stuff, opposed to having mild-mannered discourse. Just because you're having mild-mannered discourse doesn't mean that you have to agree. Like, for instance, we had Duncan, who's a very vocal community member. He's more critical of Stadia than you are. But he's a fan of the platform, but he's critical of the comments. He just don't sit there and say, oh, FN, shut the hell up, kiss my, he don't do that. So, I mean, is that circle jerking? No. He doesn't get into the crumb side fodder. He's more mild-mannered about his discourse. That's what I'm saying. Some people don't like the rawness of the crumb side. Me, I don't mind it. I don't care. I'm just raw. Some people, I gotta catch myself sometimes. People say, yo, why is you yelling? And I don't even realize that I'm yelling. This is just me. This is how I talk. That's what I'm talking about. You're talking about two totally different things. If you watch the Stadia Initiative 0, we had normal discourse where the homie 6'4", I forgot what we was talking about. The homie 6'4" was just like, no, I don't agree. And we was all going back and forth. We have discourse on the show. It's just not rah-rah. What you're basically saying is that it's entertaining for you if it's rah-rah. If you want rah-rah, that's fine. I have nothing against that. I do rah-rah content. I'm just saying, for those of you that think the only type of good content is rah-rah content, I want to say y'all love carbon copy stuff. I am not a carbon copy type of person. I like to switch it up a little bit. I just haven't been diagnosed. I have a mild case of ADHD, I believe. I just ain't been diagnosed. So, I like discussions with the rah-rah and the laughing. I be cracking up listening to that stuff just as much as you do. But sometimes I do want a mild-mannered, to hear a mild-mannered discussion where there is still dissension. In a non-crumb side, mild-mannered discussion, people don't do memes, or they don't do the, you loser son of a bitch. They don't do stuff like that. Some people don't have an appetite for that stuff. Some of us do. Some of us find it funny. Like when I'm on a podcast with Chase, I say all the time, Chase will say, you know what? I really don't want to get into the this, that, and the other, and I'll respond, well, Chase, I do. I'm the immature one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I own it. I don't, I am who I am. But I don't say, oh, well, Chase, you need to lighten up and catch this L. I don't do that. To me, that's silly. Because I don't want everybody to be like me. That's simple. I hate that carbon copy mentality. I just do. I'm not one of those type of people that want different networks to the same stuff. I can't operate like that. When I turn the channel to NBC, I want to see this type of content. When I change to ABC, I want to see different type of content. I don't want to see the same type of content with just different faces. I don't want that. So no, you can have, and you don't have to have necessarily a circle jerk. There can be dissenting views, but it's the mannerism in which you do them is what I'm talking about. And I'm not saying one mannerism is better than the other because I do both. I'm just saying there's lanes for all of it. And respect diversity of thought. You ain't got to like. You can respect something without liking it. This is a culture now to where y'all think that in order for you to respect something, you got to like it. I respect it because I appreciate that there's something servicing people that like that type of stuff, because I like the fact that there's people servicing the type of stuff that I like, regardless if everybody else like it or not. So that's why I respect it. I don't even know where I'm going. I did finish one mission. That's not true. I see what you're saying. Y'all think that there might be blockers. I think that's going to work. I think that's going to apply, Heath Stevens, with fire. With fire, I'm pretty sure they put blockers up there, because when I first sideloaded Nividia, Nividia. When I first sideloaded Geforce on when I first sideloaded Geforce on the Fire Cube, it was there with no problem. Then a few days later, after an update, it disappeared. Oh, come on. Come on, bro. Oh. Got him. Oh, okay. Woo! Think kept healing him. Yeah, so I don't think, because it's Android based. I mean, you guys got to remember who runs Android. Who runs Android? Google. So that's the power of being a conglomerate. The power of being a conglomerate is that it don't matter that Nividia Shield, is its own proprietary system. It's running off of Android. Who owns that? Google, right? Am I right or am I wrong? I could be wrong about that. I'm old. I just want to make sure I ain't wrong about that. Google owns Android, correct? So because Google owns Android, they'll never, I'm not saying they won't be allowed to try to put up blockers, but they'll never fully be able to block it. They will, whatever blocker they put up there, there'll be an easy workaround in order to deal with it. Yep, Eddie was part of my game for a little bit too, Victor. But I'm about to go off until it's time to do the state initiative. So I just wanted to keep everybody abreast of what I've been up to. I know people have been asking me, big ups to the homie Chase and 6'4", They was like, "Damn, Moss, where you been at?" I was like, "Yeah, man, it's getting rough out here, man. I had to, some things happening, and I had to step up to the plate. I had to step away from the mic for a little bit. I had to step up to the plate and do my husband and fatherly and family duties, and hopefully we get out of this thing unscathed, just bruised up a little bit, and then the content will be flowing again come Monday. But I want to thank everybody that's been checking up on me. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all mean a lot to me, for all the people that was concerned and asking questions and just seeing how I was doing. That stuff means a lot to me. I appreciate y'all. No, everything is good, man. Everything is good. We're gonna be back. We're gonna be back in effect, like I said, come Monday. I don't know what I'm gonna do with NRO.
Supply room access unlocked.
We're gonna see what's going on with NRO. But at the very least, it depends on when Z does his podcast. There's a certain time during the day that I'll be offline. But depends on when he does his podcast, if I'll be able to slip in there for the whole duration, or I might be a little late coming to him. But he's still, regardless, he's still gonna be rocking and rolling as he did this week. Check him out either on Next Gen 720 on YouTube, or check him out via Twitch, same channel name, Next Gen 720 on Twitch, doing his thing. I think he was playing some Final Fantasy last night.
Oh, come on. Are you even trying?
Who is this dude? He just came out. You waving? Hey, my ammo always run out at the last bullet. So yeah, check him out. He has a surprise for everybody. I don't want to spoil the surprise. He has a surprise show for everybody if it's still going on today. So definitely check out Z. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to ruin the surprise. Oh shoot. And check me later tonight. 8 p.m. Eastern on the Stadia initiative, baby. Well, where did this dude come from? We'll be doing our thing. If you haven't seen the show, check out show number 0. Check out show number 0. It was a great show. Really, I think it was good enough to call it our first show, but we were just trying to, see how the synergy worked live on camera. But go to Club Stadia, definitely check him out. And that is it from your boy, man. So I got to take care of some things. I'll be out, but I will be back at 8 p.m. Eastern on Club Stadia. And with that said, thank you everybody for checking up on your boy. Cold Blood Sensei said I hope not David Jaffe again. This guy really is boring. Hey, Cold Blood, I don't know if you snort lines, so therefore everything needs to be a rush to you. Everybody's bored. No. I know what it is. I know what it is, Cold Blood. I know what it is. If they are not a glowing supporter of PlayStation, they're boring to you. Tell me a glowing supporter of PlayStation that you find boring. Because I have yet to hear you say a glowing supporter of PlayStation is boring. Everybody that has something concrete to say negative about PlayStation is boring to you. Cold Blood Sensei, that's my brother though. That's my good brother. We go back and forth like this all. This is our ebb and flow. But that's my good brother. But he is a pony at heart. Oh man. Hey yo, Cold Blood Sensei got his Scouts badge. Got his I am my pony. My little pony Scouts Honor badge, bruh. He's a fool out here today. That's my brother though. Y'all don't disrespect my brother, Cold Blood Sensei. He don't mean no harm. But with that said, I appreciate all of y'all for coming out. I'll check y'all later on tonight, 8 p.m. I'm supposed to end at 4 o'clock. So hopefully the Colonel don't come up here and disrespect me and get in front of my friends. But I'll see y'all later. Peace.